What is going on, people? Welcome back to the casting table. I gotta get myself one of those shirts.
I know,
we definitely
right?
have shirts at tpublic.com. Just search for Apocaflix. I guess we gotta plug that every time now for a while. This is the show where we take a character from any fandom or any type of storytelling and we choose that character and cast them whoever we want to cast, be cast as that character. And I am your host today, Jacob Bartley, and I am joined by Keith Barnes over there, sitting right above Brian. How's it going, guys?
Oh, we're doing it again. Yes.
We're
doing that again?
Thing
All right.
again. Yeah. So Brian Avolicino on the show as well, and we got a fun one today. Even though I don't know much about her, but I do know of the character. I've read some comics where she appears, and that is Jessica Drew, aka Spider-Woman.
Yes.
And this is a character who is rumored to possibly be appearing soon.
Rumored to that Kevin Feige wants to use her.
Wants to use the character somehow going forward. Supposedly, he's talked to Sony about doing so, and we think that would be really cool. And even if that wasn't happening, we would probably choose this character eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
So, yes. So how this works is we're going to go kind of round table. We each have two choices that we want. We have a number one choice and a number two choice who we want to play Spider-Woman, aka Jessica Drew, and then we'll go over some honorable mentions first. So I'm going to shoot it to you, Keith. Who is your first choice for Jessica Drew?
My first choice for Jessica Drew is the wonderful Keira Knightley.
Nice.
Both mine are British, by the way.
Oh, okay.
A little spoiler alert.
Okay.
But yes, man, I think she'd be awesome. She'd be great. Jessica Drew. I wonder if this is a role she would take. She's done action before. She was in that movie Domino. Obviously, there's action stuff.
When was the last time we even saw her?
Sequences in the Pirates films.
Yeah.
I was just about to
Get to that.
turn her. Yeah, she's doing a lot of these like period these things. She has a movie called Begin Again, and then something else called The Aftermath. Actually, just last year. I don't know. Did anyone see some drama?
It's hard. It's hard finding actors who aren't in the MCU already. Yeah, and she's one of them who's not.
Yeah, so exactly. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
So,
I make that mistake quite often.
Yeah.
When we do this.
Right, exactly. But she's done a lot of period dramas. So I don't know when the last time she's really delved into action. Really, I know she was kind of in that last post-credit scene in the last Pirates movie. But I wonder if this is a role she would take on. But I think she'd be a really good Jessica Drew.
Yeah, that's not bad.
About the age, she is. How old is she? Sorry. Let's see. 1985. She's 34. Okay. So she is about to turn 35. Actually.
Yeah, and we were talking about age. We can go a little bit older than Tom Holland. We can go young, same age. It doesn't really matter too much. It's depending on the character.
Yeah, exactly. I think as a lawyer, she's a working lawyer.
Yeah.
She'd probably be mid to late 20s ish, early 30s. So I think she could do that. So
it's a solid choice. Never even crossed my mind.
Keira Knightley,
the slightest. Not a bad choice.
Awesome. Well, so I don't steal yours, Brian.
You're not going to steal mine.
I don't think you're going to steal.
We have
mine either.
No, you're not going to have mine.
But Brian, let's go to you. Who is your number one choice?
Okay, so when I was going through this, I was trying to think of people that I would not mind being partially owned by Sony, because Sony likes to do their own random hoopla. Mm-hmm. So like someone I wouldn't mind like crossing back and forth. For this, I chose someone that probably not a lot of people know, and that is Ella Balinski, and she is from Charlie's Angels. She obviously is not Naomi Scott, and
Kristen Stewart.
Kristen
She's
Stewart.
the third one?
She's the third.
Okay. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it,
okay.
But I kind of went off of like...
She's English too, right? Is she English as well?
Is she what?
I think she's English as well.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Of course. Who's not?
I know, right?
But industry.
As far as like... I mean, she obviously can do action stuff because Charlie's Angels was an action movie.
Yeah.
She kind of like looks Jessica Drew-esque. Sure. The like black hair and she does not need to be a white Jessica Drew.
Totally.
Like so I think she could kind of be dope because I don't see them giving Spider-Woman her own movie. I could see her being a prominent character.
Well, if MCU proper does her, then no. But Sony could give her her own movie.
Yeah. Exactly.
I could see that.
Yeah, and I mean, Spider-Woman is a decent Avengers comic book character, so I mean, she's not going to just be some schmuck that they could just grab anyone to use. Yeah. So I think that she would be an interesting fit. I think she kind of like, when I looked at her, I was just kind of like, I could see you actually being like in this costume and playing like this character. So yeah, that was my number one choice.
I'm not too familiar with her. So
Neither am I.
Can't really say, to be honest.
But it literally just like, I was just going through actresses and like something was like, pick her, and I was like, I could actually see that. So yeah,
awesome. Well, that's a very interesting choice. So I have a few names that I really like, and a couple of them really depend on age, but this is my number one choice. This is the first one I chose, and I just really like her because I think with this character, you can really go anywhere with her. There's no definitive factor regarding her. Like there's some characters where like there's certain actors you can't cast as them, right? But for her, it can be anyone really, as long as they're not an old woman or a 10-year-old girl. So my number one choice, and I love this actress, is Zoe Douche. I don't know if you guys know who she is. Yes. She is one of my favorite young actresses. She was in Zombieland too.
Interesting
she
choice.
was amazing in Zombieland too.
She was awesome.
Because the thing is, she's normally not like that. Right. So much so, I didn't even know it was her until the credits.
Told you, I think.
Yeah, and I lost my mind.
Daughter of Leah Thompson.
Really?
From Back to the Future. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's been working a lot, and she's very talented. And I've watched her she's done a lot of small indies that nobody's ever watched, and she's a very good actress as well. And the MCU is such a good opportunity for young upcoming actors that people don't know that well. Yeah. And I think it would be such a great opportunity for her. And any of these actresses, you can dye their hair black, make them look like, or she can put on a wig, whatever, like Batwoman does, and make her look like the comic book version of Batwoman, or not Batwoman, Spider-Woman, sorry. So I would love her to play this character.
Not bad.
I like that.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good, because she's a really good actress too.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I mean, that's not a bad.
I want her for anything in the MCU, and the thing is, there's not too many, female characters that they're gonna bring to the screen compared to male characters. Yeah. So I want her to get something good. Yeah.
Not a bad one. Yeah. I like that.
I do too.
All right. Two.
Well, my second choice. Ringtone pop back on. Sorry. Really quick. All right. So my second choice, another English actress. We're all very familiar with. She's a Star Wars alum.
Is that yours?
No.
Oh.
No. Who do you think though?
Oh.
It's actually Felicity Jones.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay. I thought maybe you were thinking of
honestly,
the other one. No,
that is a great choice. I didn't even think about her. That's a great choice.
I was almost going to be.
I was not who you just said. I was like, oh no, I didn't even think. I forgot she was even British.
Okay, but now I only thought of her. I thought of her right away initially because she was nearly, she was
Felicia Hardy, Black Cat.
Black Cat in the Andrew Garfield ones.
Yeah,
and so roll her right into Spider-Woman.
That would be pretty cool. So cool.
Yeah, I'd love to see her take on that role.
And this happens a lot during casting table. You guys say a name that I didn't even think of, and I'm like, oh, that would have been my number one choice if I would have thought of it. That is a great choice.
This is a very good choice.
And she has the black hair. The thing is, some of these actresses don't have that dark black hair, and she does.
Right.
So.
And she could kick some ass.
She could, man. Absolutely.
You see her as the Rogue One action scenes.
She could be a brute that would just beat the living you-know-what out of people.
It'd be cool to see her with the mask and the webbing and stuff. I mean, she would have made a great...
glider webs.
She was going to be Black Cat.
Which
that would have been awesome. That would have been so cool. So, I'd love to see her take on this role as well.
Solid choice. I like that one.
That is... I'm jealous. That's a great choice. All right, Brian, your second choice, man.
My number two, probably a little unconventional, but I'm going to go with Mila Kunis.
Ooh,
right?
okay.
Interesting.
So she would be a lot older than Peter Parker
that one.
at this
She
point.
doesn't.
Well, the thing is, she can play younger than her age is. She could definitely.
She's looked the same.
Yeah, she does.
I know.
She could play a 28-year-old.
I personally, that's-
absolutely.
I
yeah.
kind of imagined my Spider-Woman to be around like 25 to 30, like
older
in
than,
looks wise.
older than Peter Parker. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of where I went for it with that. I have no doubt that she could probably train and kick some major butt. She strikes me as someone that has no problem taking on an action type of role. She did that Jupiter Ascending movie, which I never saw.
Yeah, Channing. Tatum.
But I would be so down to see her in like a superhero. I feel like she could definitely like hold her own against other like bigger time actors and stuff like that. Like I would love to see her like go up against like a good villain and something like that. Like she needs another chance at some action roles. Whether or not she hasn't been doing much since she got married and had kids,
I
but
don't know if she's still even acting.
yeah, but
Well, she does those bad.
She does voice stuff.
She does stuff. She's the bad mom movies, and then she.
that's
did
true.
The Spy Who Dumped Me. She's been
Yeah.
doing a lot of comedies.
That's a good call. That's right.
Yeah.
She has been.
But yeah, I would love to see her kick some ass.
I just realized I was mixing up my heroines. I referred to her as lawyer age, and I was like, no, that's she.
No,
Oh, shit.
When you
Yeah.
said that, I was like,
Oh wait a minute. No,
I don't.
that's not-
Is
wait.
that true?
She's a
I was
lawyer?
like-
I didn't
She's a
even
lawyer?
catch
I was
it.
like, if she's a lawyer, she should be appearing in Spider-Man.
Yeah, right.
I just let that one go. I wasn't
I didn't even
sure.
catch you
I was like, he
saying it.
might be right. I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything.
I don't know. Disney.
But
No,
if
that-
that's a good call. If she's like this super spy, like if they would train with Taskmaster and stuff,
Right?
Taskmaster, and
she has a Hydra assassin-ishy
That'd be pretty
type
cool.
of thing. Like I could totally.
because Mila Kunis is Russian, so it'd be cool to.
Yeah.
That'd be
God, it would be so
that'd
dope.
be interesting.
I would love
That's
to
actually
see
a good
that.
call.
I'd be cool for that, and because a lot of times those type of actors and actresses don't get these opportunities.
No.
You know, they don't want to cast somebody like that who's a very. She's kind of typecasted for a long time because of the show.
Yeah.
You know, so she's working, but she doesn't get these big opportunities like some young, upcoming, talented actors. You know, so that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, it's so hard to choose my second choice because I love my other three.
Watch.
But it's not who you think, Brian, and she is on my list. But this young actress, I love her, and I think she is amazing. And this would be closer to his age, because Zoe Douche would be a little bit older than him. This would be closer to his age, and that is Elle Fanning. Elle Fanning is an amazing actress.
I just watched Super 8 the other day.
Yeah, well, that was when she was
I
young.
think maybe the first
And
movie. Yeah.
the funny thing is, Dakota Fanning was the young actress coming up. Everyone thought she was going to be a big star. And then who turns out her younger sister is
Even better.
way more talented than her.
And Dakota's great, but yeah, Elle's like,
Yeah. Elle Fanning is,
she's great.
she's been in a lot of stuff. If you guys have seen her, she was in, what is the Ben Affleck movie? The recent one he directed. The
accountant.
Oh, the gangster one.
Yeah, the gangster one. She was in that, and the one that was disappointing to
Right.
people. She was in that, and is it Live by Night? It's Live by
Live by
Night.
Night, yeah.
She was in that. She was great in that. I watched Neon Demon. If you guys remember, this
she's in
movie
that.
came out a couple years ago. She's a star of Neon Demon.
Okay.
She's great in that, and she's on her way to becoming a big name. A lot of people recognize her name because the Dakota Fanning thing, but she's making a name on her own. She's kind of like Elizabeth Olsen, where
It
her
looks so
sisters
similar,
were
too.
famous,
Yeah.
and now she's the more talented,
Right.
more famous one.
Right.
So she's on that trajectory, and if they did that, she looks around his same age. So
Yeah.
if they did that, they would see maybe he meets her in
call.
college.
That's a good-
So I would. Elle Fanning is my second choice.
Nice. That's a solid choice.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Good. Elle Fanning.
All right. Well, let's move on to some honorable mentions. Who did you guys have any names that almost you guys considered but didn't quite make that
I had
top
one.
two?
I did not. I had nothing that
No.
really jumped out.
Mine was Dakota Johnson.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I adore her. I
heard she was good in that one
Peanut Butter
movie.
Falcon.
Oh, she in that?
She's like his
She's like the
kind of character.
third Cody.
I'm glad she's getting away from the 50 Shades of
she's I mean, she's fine.
She's a really good actress.
She was
great in the.
I heard she was
Royale.
good in. That's what I was gonna.
Bad Times.
In Bad Times at El Royale, I heard she was great in that.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
She honestly,
watch that
like,
too.
just throw the 50 Shades movies away, and she's great. But yeah, that was one of my other ones.
Awesome. Well, my other two, one of them was Anya Taylor-Joy.
Okay.
Is that who you said?
No.
Oh, okay. One of them was Anya Taylor-Joy, and kind of similar to Elle Fanning. She would play the same type of Spider-Woman that I imagine Elle Fanning playing in a way. And my other one would be Anna Kendrick. I imagine I do more see someone a little bit older than him, and she could definitely do it. And I love Anna Kendrick, both as a comedic actor and a dramatic actor. And I imagine there it goes again, Spider-Woman coming up and just teasing Peter Parker, with her, just making jokes and like, how's it going, little boy? Those type of things, And I could totally see Anna Kendrick doing that.
I said to him that you were going to say Daisy Ridley.
Oh, no. I saw that rumor online.
Well, that's what people
interesting.
are wanting.
When you were saying Star Wars, I wouldn't mind that.
She ain't going to go from Star Wars to
No.
Marvel.
I don't think she's going to do any big, like, any type of role like that for a while. Yeah. But, I mean, who knows? Maybe people aren't even considering her, so she might take it.
And, well, if she might, anything to get away from Ray for a little while. It actually might be a good move for her to separate herself from Ray, because then it's like, oh, she's not just Ray. She's another thing that we can identify her with. Exactly. Because you look
at her and Tom Holland have already worked together on a movie that hasn't come out yet.
Which is not going to see the light of day, I guess.
That will never see the light of day.
Okay. Well, let's do what we did last time. If you guys see, we did this with Batgirl. If the character does appear, how would you want them to bring her in, and in what movie? What type of movie?
It's such a weird... It's tough to say because of the weird thing with Sony and Marvel and the way their character... It's hard to say. I
would almost probably want her to be a multiverse character.
Right. Because I don't
Come
know...
through somehow.
I don't know that I'd want them to do a Venom thing and where it's just a completely separate thing.
Yeah.
Who knows how they're... We'll see. Maybe we won't see how they incorporate Tom Holland into that. But I'd rather... I think we'd probably rather see her in the Tom Holland Spider-Man universe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I want to see her interact with Tom Holland for sure. And
then spin off if there's a way. But there, again, who knows how their deal
I would
works.
rather her be the Spider-Man of her world in the multiverse, and then pull into Tom Holland's world.
Yeah.
If I had to choose.
That's true.
So I'm looking at it as
Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. I'm looking at it as if this is true, Kevin Feige wants to bring her in somehow. So I'm assuming he wants her in an MCU movie.
Yeah.
Which doesn't mean she won't interact with Spider-Man because they're all in the same world, and they could extend the Spider-Man deal further if they want. I would like her to appear in Captain Marvel 2. I think that's a possibility. There's iterations of the comics where they're really good friends.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you look up pictures, there's pictures of them like hugging on each other and stuff.
That'd be cool.
And and if they did that, I think maybe they would do an older one, like maybe a Zoe Douche or Anna Kendrick type, or Felicity Jones, someone closer to her age, so they can be friends.
Yeah.
So that's where I would want to see her.
Yeah, that works for me.
I'd rather them do that than bring in a Wolverine and a Captain Marvel 2.
Yeah, me too.
I wouldn't mind Wolverine and Captain Marvel 2, but I would rather them bring in another female character where they can have a bond and things like that.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. That's not a bad choice either.
Awesome. Well, any last thoughts on casting Jessica Drew?
No, some good names. Good names.
And it'd be cool to see a live-action Spider-Woman. It'd be awesome. I would
honestly
really love to see that.
I'm not too familiar with her. When I was looking up some of her, she looks really cool.
Yeah, she does, right?
Her suits look
the red
awesome.
and black with the cool mask.
With the black hair, too.
We've seen so much Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I think, obviously, Peter Parker Spider-Man. As we've seen however many movies we've gotten of that. It'd be cool. That's one of the things that was so cool about Spider-Verse was it's a different Spider-Man, and with a different
costume, different personality,
different guy.
Yeah.
Exactly, and we saw a bunch of different ones in there. So it'd be cool to see a live action.
Her live action costume would look so cool,
right?
Because it'll look similar to the comics, but they'll make it look modern day,
right?
Because they're the best at making the costumes look cool.
So,
awesome. Well, there you go. That was for some reason, that was one of the ones where we had the best names for the character.
There's
That
some
was,
good names.
that was a
So,
good
yeah.
one.
They're
That
all
was
good.
very fun. That's going to do it for this casting table. We want to hear what you guys think. Who would you cast as Jessica Drew, Spider-Woman in the MCU, or this Spider-Man Sony verse that they're doing over there, the Venom verse, I guess you can call it.
No.
Who do you want to see cast as her? Let us know in the comment section. What do you think of our choices? Which of our top choices would you choose out of those three? Thank you again for joining us. I am Jacob Bartley. That is Keith Barnes up there. That is Brian Avolicino down there. Wave to each other, guys. And we will see you all next time. Please don't forget to subscribe, leave comments, hit the like buttons, and go check out tpublic.com. Search for Apocaflix. You can get one of these shirts. You can even get a casting table shirt.
Yes.
We will see you all next time.